G'day Seaweeders, I'm Liz from Seaweed Enterprises Australia, and I thought we'd just take a deep dive into the ingredients that are in some of the dog dental products that have popped up in my Facebook feed this morning. So I'm not actually going to name any brands. I'm sure that all of the companies that are out there are doing what they think is the best for the doggies of Australia. So we're just going to run through the ingredients and just try and help you get some understanding of what you are buying. So here's the first one. It says it costs about 27 cents a day. That's of course dependent on the size of your dog. The things that are in it are Norwegian kelp, Ascophyllum nodosum. That is the one that we're looking for. That is what is really doing the work here. And then this one also has coconut powder. Coconut powder, not really doing that much, adds a bit of fibre, probably some healthy fats, but so far as dental health, it really isn't doing very much at all. It is probably keeping down the cost of the actual product, making sure that the company is making a decent profit and trying to keep the cost of the actual product down. Okay, so here's the second one. One thing I will say about that first one is that it is an Australian company. This one, no idea where they are. If we have a look up the top here, it's got all these different countries, so who knows if they're in Australia. There actually is no price on here, so unless I add it to cart, I don't know how much it's going to cost per day, so I can't help you with that one, sorry. But let's have a look at the ingredients. So we have probiotics. Probiotics are, they're quite good, but the fact is that they are bacteria that is usually in the gut, and unless your dog has been particularly ill, unless it's had a dose of antibiotics or there's something, really wrong with your dog already has plenty of probiotics. It doesn't need more. Brown algae, there we go. That is our Ascophyllum nodosum. That is the one. That right there, that is the one that's doing the work, brown algae. Then we have sodium hexametaphosphate. I didn't know what this was. I had to look it up. It's not very nice, and we'll have a look back at that in a second. Then we've got green tea, okay. Calcium bentonite. Pretty good stuff if you're, if you've been into the healthy natural stuff for animals for a while, you'll recognise that product. It's not too bad at all. Dry brewer's yeast, okay, if your dog tolerates it. Some dogs really don't need any more yeast. It can cause skin infections and, not necessarily good. Spinach powder, probably just there to make the product look greener so it looks nicer to your eyes. Like our Ascophyllum is not actually that green. It's kind of a browny green, so they're probably just trying to make the product itself look greener. And then there's mint, which really, let's face it, it's not doing very much. We just associate mint with fresh breath, and so that's another feel good, nice to have in there, not really doing much ingredient. So now let's go to good old ChatGPT down here, because I did ask it. What is sodium hexametaphosphate? Does it have any harmful effects for dogs? Now here's what it says. It's a manufactured phosphate compound commonly used in foods, water treatment, toothpaste and quite a few pet products, especially dental chews and some kibble formulations. It's there to reduce tartar buildup, Chemically, it is not a natural ingredient. It is a highly processed sodium phosphate salt. For most healthy dogs, small amounts are okay. There are a few things worth knowing. High phosphate can be a concern for dogs with kidney disease. Large amounts may potentially contribute to digestive upset. Basically, it's not that good, and here's the thing. Dose matters enormously. A tiny amount in a dental chew is very different from high phosphate exposure across multiple processed foods and treats daily. So if you're giving your dog this stuff every day and you're giving it a dental chew that possibly has this in it, and you're giving it kibble that possibly has this in it, that the amount of sodium hexametaphosphate is building up, and that is not, let's face it, it's not a natural ingredient unless nothing. We don't want it. We don't want that in there. It's yucky. Okay, where were we? We were here. So that's that one. Yep, probably wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. So, and then here we have one of the spray-on ones. So, spray on. Sounds easy. It probably is. Really, really easy to use. It says it costs 75 cents. No, hang on. If you only buy one, it costs $1.20 a day. So, pretty expensive. And the ingredients. It has water and glycerin. So, most amount of ingredient down to least amount of ingredient. So this stuff is mostly water. Again, it has probiotics. Very nice, don't really need them. Chlorophyllin copper complex. Don't know about that. Chlorophyll that neutralises bad breath from the inside out. Okay. Chlorella, yep, it's good stuff, nice. Here we go, Ascophyllum nodosum extract, the star marine algae. Well, we know that Ascophyllum nodosum is the star, but why are we using an extract? Because of course it's a liquid product. So, they have to extract something out of it to make it liquid. So that's what's doing all the work in this formulation. And, it's not a natural thing. It is an extract. And then we've got green tea, nicey, calendula, okay, potassium sorbate, don't like the sound of that, and beef flavour, don't like the sound of that either, because who knows what that, let's just call it artificial flavouring. So that's that one, people. And here it is, product number 4, ta-da, Seaperia meal. So Seaperia meal is 100% pure organic Ascophyllum nodosum seaweed. It has nothing else in there. It doesn't need preservatives. It doesn't need additives. It is just pure natural seaweed. It is literally harvested, dried, and then crushed. And it's put into bags and it's sent to us here in Australia, and we bag it up into all different sizes for you. And off it goes out to the animals of Australia and lots of doggies. So Seaperia meal is Ascophyllum nodosum is all that you need to keep your dog's teeth clean and to keep their gut healthy. You don't need any of the other additives. You just need pure natural Ascophyllum nodosum, and that is Seaperia meal. So one of the things that we started at the beginning was giving you a price per day of what these products were going to actually cost you to supplement your dog every day. Seaperia meal, if you are buying a kilo pack like this one and you've got a medium-sized average dog, it's going to cost you 10 cents a day to supplement your dog, to keep their teeth clean and their breath fresh, and keep your dog healthy. 10 cents a day. So I hope this little video helps, and I know that, you know, it is a minefield out there. There are so many dog dental products. Have a look at the ingredients, but what I would say is that if it has ingredients, it is possibly a manufactured product, and there is nothing, of course, like going natural and sticking to just pure seaweed, because when it comes to dog dental health, pure seaweed is all you need. You just do not need anything else.